Hi, Sophia. I'm so excited for you to come with me today.
Can't wait.
Perfect. So we're going to start with my P5, which is the first period of our white days, and that's my AP World History class. So we're going to walk over there right now, okay?
Yay.
Perfect. Yay.
So, Wylan,
It's good.
so glad to have you here today.
Yeah.
We're here to period 5 chem. It's the first period of the day. So.
All right.
So in high school, there's like 8 periods a day.
Yeah.
But you don't take all 8 in one day. You take like 4 one day and 4 the other days. Maroon and white days. Right now we're going to chemistry. Classroom's right up here.
All right.
Oh, that's right. We got a visitor.
Well, when I first walked into high school, I was feeling confident because I know a decent amount of people in the high school and I saw people I know, but I also know Chuma, so I think it was a much easier thing to do than it would be for somebody like Sophia that might have not known Amelia.
When I first got into the high school, I was like a bit nervous at first because like high schoolers can be like scary sometimes, especially if you're like an 8th grader going into high school. The difference of you not being the oldest like in the school and like feeling like small compared to like seniors and stuff. But everyone was like really welcoming.
Welcome to class.
Thank you.
Welcome.
And your name is? I'm sorry.
Sophia,
Sophia, I'm Mr. Welsh.
nice to meet you. For the first class, I was really scared because it was like AP World History, I think. AP's like advanced, so I was like scared that was gonna be like intense. The teacher was gonna be strict or something, but the class wasn't that bad at all.
We just have a lot of fun in it, clearly. It's stressful, but it's lighthearted, you know? So that's a good thing.
When I first walked into science class, I definitely felt a little off just because it was my first high school class ever. But it was fun. I like Mr. Katarina. I know he's a nice guy. He asked us to interact and talk more. He reminded me of how Mr. G kind of teaches, and I really like that.
You want to use a Bunsen burner?
Yes.
All right, bro, just put these on.
Safety first.
Of course, we're gonna plug it into
Come over here.
the gas outlet.
So you hear the gas on? This thing's called a striker. And it like,
Flint and steel.
yeah, whoa. Whoa, that's a... And then this adjusts it. You wanna try, Wylan?
I would love to.
Being able to do activities, I think it really imprints it in my brain.
I think
Choke the plastic.
so. You kind of hold this, put a lot of pressure on that.
When I'm hands-on, it's just more of something that is fun for me or more of something that I'm really into
Step one.
Back in there.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's fine.
other than just learning and needing to remember it. It's something that you can remember and something that you want to remember because it was just a fun experience, and I really think stuff like that just goes better in my head.
Hey.
Look at that. Perfect plan.
Better than Danilo like that.
Okay, all right.
I had to go off the fly. I didn't know how to do it.
Period's about to end. We're about to go to period 6. I'm a teacher's assistant in gym.
All right. After the first class is when I really set in and was just laughing with everybody. It was fun. Being a PE teacher's assistant was weird, definitely, because they were a year older than me. So these are people I've known and that were in my class. Some of them were my sister's friends, so I've known them. I had fun. I mean, we totally sucked at badminton, especially me. I think we went like 2 for 4, even less, but it was fun.
So you're getting scored on by an 8th grader.
It was just learning how to play a sport, and I feel like you just get to see different aspects of different sports and appreciate different things.
I like how the classes are like longer in high school, so you get like more time to like dive into that subject. Mr. Welsh, he taught it well. Like he didn't just like read off a slideshow, he also brought like information that wasn't on a slideshow into the class. So that was like really helpful, I feel like. I really like the movement break we had because I feel like a lot of kids, especially if like you have a long class that some kids can find boring, like a movement break can be really helpful because it can help you like regain focus.
If you're standing in this line, you're obviously getting like the hot dish of the day. But if you go in the other line, you can get like a pizza or a sandwich or like fries or whatever. We have a salad bar and you can get that regardless of whatever line you're in.
I liked how you can like sit wherever and just like not in the cafeteria at the high school.
Tell me what you thought about period 5.
It was a pretty interesting class. I like the walk break we had.
Yes, walk break was great. I also loved it.
Yes. The teacher's really funny too.
Mr. Welsh is a great teacher.
With all like the different grade levels, I feel like that's kind of cool because you can see some of your friends if they're like upperclassmen.
I really liked that there were a lot of different grades in the lunch, so if you had friends from different grades, you could sit with them, talk with them, and I liked that.
Okay, love you.
I like the aspect of more time, and I think that's a good time to just hang out. So then moving on to history, I really had fun.
The rise of Mikhail Gorbachev as the General Secretary of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union in 1985.
I appreciated Mrs. Smith just because I feel like she was so respectful and she definitely supported me being there. She was nice about it. She was funny. I really just think she was a really good teacher and she seemed like she wanted to have like a good relationship with the kids, and I feel like that's a big aspect of being a teacher.
For the middle school, for Mr. Smith's class for attendance, he always like asks us a question either about like what we're learning or how our weekend was. I feel like a prompt is like a really good idea. It helps your brain like start thinking about like the topic that you're learning.
I toured Boston University. I did. I toured. Really?
And also, I liked how at the start of class, you didn't have to get like straight to work. Like you had a little bit of time to like socialize and talk to your friends.
Well, Mr. Shavitz's class was a long one for me, but with the book walk, I think that was good for hands-on, and I think it was good to get down to the library and just kind of check out books.
Band class is different in high school because it's a separate period, which is different from middle school because you guys have it during WIN.
Yeah.
I like how it didn't interfere with the study hall and you actually had like a class to take band.
But this is an actual class and it counts as one of your music credits. But it's also just very nice to be in a room for 80 minutes with people who think like you and have the same musical goals as you.
So like the vibe for band class, I felt like was really cool because all like the band kids that were in there, they all like feel like they had like something in common together, and I feel like they were all like connected somehow, and it really helped them like pay attention to the director and like understand what the director was saying.
Leading him around the high school wasn't really that hard. It was kind of an instant click. I just taking him around the high school, taking him to my classes, showing him what a high school life is like. I thought that was really good. I think it'll be better for him down the road when he comes to the high school himself.
It was honestly such a great experience. I loved just having the ability to have a middle schooler shadow me for a day just so I can kind of take them through what a regular day at the high school looks like and what to expect, just because it's not always what you think high school would be. It's not High School Musical. You're doing classes and you have homework and all these responsibilities, and I think showing that to the incoming 9th graders is so important for their education and how they get to experience high school. I think she adapted super well. At first, of course, I think we were both nervous just because we're not in front of cameras a lot. As the day went on, she got more relaxed, I feel like, and as she met my friends, we got talking and went to some of my other classes. It was just, I think, a good range for her.
Some advice I'd give, the class periods were longer in high school than they were in middle school, so I feel like that's a big difference. Make sure you're more focused and prepared for that class, but I also like how you have more time in between classes to get to your class. At first, you're gonna be like really nervous to walk into high school because now you're gonna be back to being the youngest in the school, but all the teachers and everyone's so welcoming and they're always there to help you if you need help with anything. The teachers and students like had an equal amount of respect for each other. Like I feel like for all the classes I was in, at least, all the students had like a good relationship with the teacher. They were all like really like fun to the students, especially if they were like really quiet in class. They helped them sprout. Like I don't know how to like say it, but like they helped them like get out of their like shyness bubble sort of.
The high school is a big place, and I think switching between the classes and stuff like that, I like that there's a little break in between. Almost every class you have at least one friend, and if you don't, you'll make friends, and that's what I really like. I think it's nice to meet new people, and I think that still happens in high school. Involvement in high school is super important just because of how much you learn. Most classes you can use in the future, that will be good. I appreciate that experience just entirely. I appreciate so much about it because I got to go up to the high school. I just think it was a fun thing to do.
I'm so happy to have you here today.
I'm so excited.
So first class that I have is advisory, which is usually 7:35 to 8 in the morning. And then right after that, I have period 3, which I have algebra first. Nice. So I can show you that right now.
Perfect.
Usually during morning advisory, you can either stay in your advisory and like talk to your friends in there or talk to your teacher.
I was so excited to spend my day at the middle school. I didn't get an 8th grade year basically because of COVID, so it was an energy that I hadn't experienced before, and I was just so excited to be a part of that and be incorporated into her day and her social circle just the way that I incorporated her into mine.
What's up, Wiley?
What's up, Chuma?
How you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm good.
You ever been here before?
No, I actually didn't attend Gorham Middle School.
All right, so the first class we go to is advisory.
All right, nice.
The first time walking into the middle school, I wasn't really that nervous. I was pretty chill.
How many periods are in a day?
There's 7.
Oh, nice. Which one do we have first?
Social studies, actually. This is Mr. Lambert's class, social studies.
That sounds good.
Just seeing his friend group, it was easy for me to fit in.
We are doing a 1920s sale pitch, and ours is Rocket Cola. Do you have any things to tell me that I could do better?
I'd say try not to laugh a lot when you're up there. Try not to say like the word a lot. Yeah, don't try to say a lot. And then like if you think you're gonna like laugh or looking at people, try and look like right above their heads.
Rocket Cola, strong as a rocket. Flavor's so strong, it's like a rocket.
Flavor's so strong, it's like a rocket.
Only for a nickel.
Seeing new people was great, and talking with Miss Doran was also amazing. She's an amazing teacher. I didn't have her myself, but just the way that she's opening and understanding about her assignments, and of course just a good teacher who communicates with their students, leads the students to feel comfortable around them, which leads to greater student-to-teacher connection.
There was a really good bond between the teachers and the students. All the students really liked the teachers there. I went to Westbrook Middle School, and Westbrook was definitely a lot bigger, so I feel like there was more sense of community in Gorham because of it being smaller. I feel like more people were closer together. I really liked how the energy in the classrooms, it was different from high school.
I think the atmosphere in the classes is so energetic. In the middle school, it's just students talking and interacting with each other on their projects and their assignments, and the teachers are walking around and interacting with the students, asking them if they need help. And we, of course, have that in the high school too, but it's just a different energy, and I feel like it's more formal as you get older. So it was nice to be in a class where it's just very happy, honestly. The day that I was there with Sophia, we had lunch in the library as she was doing a book talk project with a group of 8th graders, and we had lunch there, so that was really nice. I think it's an amazing opportunity for an 8th grader to be able to organize an event like that and be a part of it. Not only just scripting questions and what the event will look like, but actually being on stage and being able to be vocal about what questions you have for the author that's coming. And I think that level of responsibility as an 8th grader, again, is important because you can transition that to the high school. And of course, you will have more opportunities like that in the high school where you do have to showcase your responsibility.
My advice for the 8th graders coming in, I would say just work hard and just be yourself. You don't need to force anything. Some people might think that you have to like act a certain way in high school, but if honestly, you'll find your people. And choose classes that you like. So I feel like that's one of the good things about high school. Obviously, you have to take your core classes, but you can also choose electives. And I feel like choose ones that you like, stuff that you'd be interested in, and things that you see yourself doing in the future. And just know that you're preparing yourself for the future. So have fun, but also take it serious.
I think my biggest piece of advice, again, is just being yourself.
You can eat there. You can eat at IKEA. That's why everyone loves it.
And accepting the change that you're gonna go through socially, and just accepting that and realizing that it is okay and you don't have to stick to this one confinement for 4 years. And you can grow outside of that, and everything's gonna be okay in the end. And it's scary at first because it's something you've never experienced before, and that is scary. Change is scary, but it's also so good because you get to grow into the person that you were meant to be, and that's so powerful and empowering for the individual.
Qualities I admire about Wylan is his outgoingness and how he can like connect with people. Just his ability to try and put a smile on people's face. It's a good quality to have.
Say hi to your mom.
What? I respect Chuma just as a person. I think he was good, respectful, kind, nice. A lot of things. I think he was funny. I don't know from his perspective, but I think he had fun, and I think it was fun just entirely. I think he was definitely a fun person to be around, but he had helped me in my work, and I just think it was good with that connection, and I think that's a really good thing.
Some qualities of Amelia that I like really inspired by her is her like respect for people and the teachers like around her. Like she didn't disrespect anyone. She always like accepted other people's opinions. Like she always made sure everyone was involved and like no one was left out about anything. Her kindness towards everyone was like really helpful. Like all her friends seemed to like adore her. I feel like she's just like a really good person in general. She's going places in life.
I think Sophia is such a wonderful student, not only just in the educational manner, but also as a person. And I can't wait to see her in the halls in the high school and just see how she's doing. And I'm just excited for her to get to experience this every single day. And I think she'll love it.